This is the IS-6, the Tier 8 premium Russian heavy that used to be everybody's go-to tank. This tank has been around forever, and way back when Blitz started, this tank absolutely dominated the battlefield. It really did. But is it what it used to be, or is it a shadow of its former self? Well, a lot of people seem to struggle in the IS-6, so I decided to give it a whirl and see what we've got. So let's have a bit of a deeper look. Hello again everybody and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz, and today we're going to look at the IS-6, the Russian Tier 8 premium heavy tank. The tank that used to be the go-to tank that everybody had in their garage and was quite literally the favourite tank of everybody. Now, this wasn't really a real tank. There were two prototypes. They were the same tank realistically apart from transmission, but it was dropped in favour of the IS-2. The thing about this tank in Blitz is, like I said, when it was first released a long time ago, every man and his dog and his budgerigar would have had one of these tanks in their garages, and it absolutely dominated the World of Tanks Blitz battlefield. In fact, these were really formidable tanks. But things have changed. We've moved on. The garages in Blitz have now got a lot bigger. There are more tanks around this little Tier 8 heavy tank, and despite what people think, it's never been nerfed. Not once. They've never actually touched it. But people now seem to struggle in it, and they struggle a lot. So that got me thinking, why are people struggling? And I'll be freely open, I'm one of those people. This tank has the ability to frustrate the heck out of you. Okay, let's have a look at its pros here at the moment. It comes with two guns. Let's get this out of the way first. It's got two guns. It's got it's got the 122mm gun, which has a good reload time of around 10 seconds, but it has pretty pants penetration at 175. Relatively good DPM at 2,363, and will dish out damage of approximately 400. It also comes with another 122mm, the D30A, which has much better penetration at 221. Dishes out the same damage, realistically, but has a rate of fire of just shy of 13 seconds. But you lose the DPM there, obviously, because it goes down to 1,926. That's the gun I'm using here in this particular game. I'm not a big fan of the bigger derpy gun, to be fair. I prefer the stock gun. So those are the guns out of the way. Two guns, one's got a good pen, one's got pretty poor pen, one's got a fast reload, one's got a very long reload, but they do dish out the same damage, realistically. What about the maneuverability? Well, it's a heavy, so it's not exactly the fastest thing in the world. And you know, the turret turns relatively slowly. It's not quick, but it will get you around the battlefield quicker than most heavies. And then we come to literally its shining glory, and that is its armor. It has quirky Russian weird armor. In other words, sometimes it looks like this tank is made of a big ball of rubber. And as you see here, I've dished out 1,600 damage now, and I've bounced 1,565. This thing is a big bouncy ball at the best of times. What frustrates people, though, is the gun. The gun on the IS-6 is not exactly the best gun in the game. There are times when you are aimed completely in the center of the tank and you don't get any penetration. There are other times where you think you're aimed completely on the tank and the shot goes into oblivion. Anyway, we did okay there. It was only 1,600 damage. We get a second class. Not really setting the world on fire. We're mid-table. We did okay. Not exactly glorious, let's say. We did what the IS-6 is designed to do. Now, I want to show you an example of this gun. So, there's a T-44. Bounce, and that seemed like it was well lined up. Oh, okay, I'm on Wastelands. You can't really see if it's red or not red, but you thought, well, that was a pretty good, pretty good shot, pretty good aim, and it bounced. Not to worry, we can move around. So, as I said, the IS-6, big, heavy, lumbering tank. You can't really move it that quickly, but it will get you around the battlefield quicker than most heavies. Now, heavy tanks are designed to be bullies, so you have to appreciate you really should be putting this on, if not on the front line, at least really close to the front line. And then we get an RU-252. Oh, he's all green. Yeah, we can knock a 500 straight into him and take a good amount of damage out of him. But we all know the RU-251 hasn't exactly got the thickest armor in the world. Oh, there's the T-44 again. What can we do? Aim on. Oh, and another bounce. So that T-44 is now been bounced by this poor IS-6 twice. But the RU-251 has decided not to move, and he's just going to get another 443 right up his nose. Unfortunately, it left him with 21 hit points, and he's still there. And as you can see here, the IS-6 is still bouncing. It's bounced 450. Oh, there's an AMX, but the turret's a bit slow, so it can't get in. The AMX is too fast. Now, look at this. There's the Tiger. We're fully aimed. Oh, it goes nowhere near. And now we've got the T-44 coming behind, the one that we couldn't bounce earlier. We still bounce the AMX. Now we're trying to brawl. The turret is really slow. Oh, we miss him completely. He's a good player. And this is the problem with the IS-6, and this is where people struggle. Because the IS-6 doesn't have the best penetration, and it doesn't have the best gun. Okay, if you put the bigger gun in, you get slightly better penetration, but you've then got a longer load time. And I've gone out again here with the lower gun, which is why it's almost 11 seconds, to see what we can do. Now, the IS-6 is an interesting tank for me. I mean, it's like, I love it and I loathe it at the same time. I do like rolling out in it, but it frustrates me in some games. You can have 5 games in a row with this tank, and it will set the world on fire. And then you can have 5 games in this tank and you do absolutely nothing but bounce every shot. The ability to frustrate and annoy you in this thing is unbelievable. I think it's probably the most annoying tank in the game. But that doesn't mean to say it's not a good tank. It's still the same tank it was 4 years ago when it was first released. The biggest problem it's got, as I said, is nowadays more tanks have grown up and popped up around it. Okay, it's been power creeped a little bit, but it hasn't been nerfed. It's just that some of the tanks around it are better nowadays. They got better armor, thicker armor, and the key with the IS-6 is finding the weak points on the opposing tanks. And if you can get it into a position where you're exploiting those weak side armors or rear armors or turret armor or side turret armors, then boy is this tank effective. But it's not always that easy. I mean, we all know that. We all know that the game of Blitz is not exactly the easiest game in the world. Now, we're not doing too badly here. We managed to exploit the weaknesses in the Jag Panther and in the Panther. There's an IS. Oh, absolutely poor aim by the gunner there. The aim time on this thing's a bit slow, but that's to be expected. It's Russian, it's heavy, and it happens. Now we have a KV-3. Oh, don't know where that went. Missed completely again. Now we've got the IS again, sticking his nose out. Now we can see the pen issues on this tank. But look, it's all pennable. And we pen him. 375. We're not getting high alpha rolls, I agree, but we're getting decent rolls. We've now done 1,300 damage. Again, not a lot of damage for this tank. And we've bounced 220 because we're not in the front line realistically. We're playing more of a supporting role here at the moment. But we're pretty close to the front line near as damn it. So here we go again. Now we've got 3 against 4. We're not doing too badly. There's an IS left, there's an AMX 50-100, and there's a KV3. The KV3 is popping out, we get a nice bounce, and we stick a 400, 500, almost 600 into him because we get a nice fire. This is where the armor on the IS-6 comes into its play. You wiggle it, you jiggle it, you do all those things, and it's pretty difficult to pen. It really is. Okay, he got a pen in there of 200, but that's not massive. And we get another 300 roll into him, and we're doing well. We get to push up on him, pull back, see if we can get anything into his lower glacis plate. Can we? No, we track him. But that was because he jiggled a bit and, the aim was a bit poor. But this is what you can do with the IS-6. And another massive bounce from him, and we knocking another 300. He's now down to 57. We're going to try and sort of take some off in a ram. Bad move. It's a KV3. Here we go. Here's Index. It bounced! That was a shot that should never bounce. Now we've got the IS coming up behind us. What can we do here? He's got 400 left. Can we get him? Yes, we can. 241, and we've only got the AMX left to go. So we've done 2,890 damage. We've bounced 700. We've got 354 hit points left. The AMX is in a bad way. He's only got 45 hit points left. I'm just going to sit here because he's going to run down to me, and we take him out. Okay, we get 3 kills. We do just shy of 3,000 damage. We bounce 780. This is not a bad roll, and we get another second class for our troubles. But look at that. Look at the credits you get with this thing. This thing is a credit-earning monster. Anyway, now this is my last game. And this is a game I rolled out in, a couple of days ago. And I just wanted to show you this game because I want to show you how the IS-6 realistically can and should perform in the right conditions. So we're rolling out here on dead rail. It's a supremacy game. We're pretty high up, but we're not low. Oh, and we knock a 420 into the Drak because the Drak has got pretty weak armor and it should never pose any problems penetration-wise for the IS-6. So we're going to give him another bloody nose. And, oh, he's disappeared around the corner. So let's see if we can cap B and bloody his nose a bit more. No, we can't, because poor pen values, shoot into the boxes, takes all the penetration out. Not to worry. Again, we're going out with the lower gun, not the big derpy one. Here we go again. Yeah, we get another 400 into the Drak, and we track him at the same time. He repairs. Now we've taken B. The Draciolo is legging it, but we can see there's a load of tanks down there, all vying for position around A. We, as a team, are not in a good position. We've lost a tank. Well, they've lost a tank, and we've lost a load of tanks. So we take out the AMX. He was on pretty low armor anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. There's the KV3. He's not focused on us. We can stick 370 into his backside. Now, a lot of people say you shouldn't snipe in this tank and you should really be on the front line, but I disagree. This tank really does well when you're exploiting the weaknesses of the opposition. And if you go head to head with them front on, you will struggle, in my opinion. Because we all know that the armor plating on the front of the tanks is the strongest, and the pen values on this tank is so low it will struggle. Whereas I've taken out the KV3 and now I'm sticking a load of AP into the rear end of this Tiger, and I will pen this Tiger easily. Side on or rear way, he is just an easy target for me. So now we've got 3 tanks. We've taken out the AMX, we've taken out the Tiger, and we've taken out the KV3. Now we've got the Centurion, the T2, and the Draciolo still to go. The Saint is not even focused on me. We can get a really good roll into him. They've taken A, not a problem. We're doing well on cap points, and now the teams are, well, they were even, but now we're down to 3 against 2. Try to feed it through there. Not the best gun. It's Russian. What can you do? There's the Draciolo. I'd love to get him, but the Centurion, easier target. Let's take him out. We get him. Now we're 4 tanks to the good. I still want to kill that Draciolo. He really is being a pain. But This is supremacy, guys. So I'm now the last tank. I need to therefore think about winning this game. It's no longer about me getting high massive rolls, it's now about me winning. So I cap A. I know they've gone up there somewhere. I know the T6 is there, sorry, the T2 is there somewhere, and the Draculo's definitely gone up there. So oh, and there is the T26E4. Oh, so annoying, just missed him. He is a formidable tank. As you can see, I've still got my full hit point pool. I've killed 4 tanks, so you can't sit around and say I've been camping or not doing my job. Horrible Russian gun, rubbish gun depression, really difficult to get shots in here, but like I said, I'm now trying to win the game. I'm now trying to win on cap points. It's as simple as that. The Draculo is gone and it's cap C. I've now finally lost some hit points. I still want to run this game down. My aim now is to win. Can I do that? Now they are going, oh, here comes the Draculo again. Oh, great bounce from the Draculo. Can I get him off? Oh, I only do a 300 roll. And now I'm on a longer reload than him. He tracks me. I want to ram him, but he just turns right at the wrong time. I still can't kill the Draculo. It's absolutely annoying. And now the T2, now the T26E4's come down. I've run out of standard ammo. I'm back onto Pramo, which is okay for me. I get better pen with this. Lower damage, however. So can we do something? Is he going to kill me before I kill him? No. So we get our 5th kill. We've done... Oh, there's the Drac. I still can't kill this blimmin' Drac. Let's chase him. Oh, the reload. Oh, it's just absolutely annoying. But we're not doing too badly here. We're going to win on cap points. There's nothing the Draculo can do. Even if he goes to cap B, he's out of sorts. He can't do anything, realistically. And we win the game. We kill 5 tanks. We do 3,000... or just shy of 4,000 damage. We bounce 1,300, and we get a well-deserved mastery and a shed load of other medals. And we get some pretty decent credits. This is how the IS-6, in my opinion, should be played. Don't stick it head-on, face-to-face with other tanks. It's still a formidable beast if you play it slightly differently. It struggles now because the tanks around it have got better armor, or they've been buffed a little bit, and the IS-6, yes, has been slightly power creeped. That doesn't mean to say it's no longer the tank it used to be. You just have to adjust your gameplay accordingly. I still love and hate this tank at the same time, but I've never been the best player of the IS-6, never have been, never will be. I'm certainly not the best player in Blitz, as everybody knows. I say it all the time. But I'm very happy that I got a mastery in that thing. It's taken me a while. And, you know, it's nice to get a mastery in the IS-6, and it's nice to know that the IS-6 is not an unplayable tank. You just need to adjust your tactics accordingly. Anyway, guys, I'd love to see your replays on the IS-6. I'd love to see your comments, so please send your replays to fujitsblitz@gmail.com. Post your replays, post your comments below. By all means, subscribe. Tell me what you want to see. And until the next time, I hope this has been informative as per usual. Stay safe out there, have fun, and happy tanking. Because hey, that's what it's all about. Having fun and being happy. Hey, I've been Fujit and you've been great. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And I'd love if you would press subscribe. Who knows, we can do some more. By all means, drop me comments. Tell me what can be improved and tell me what you'd like to see. I really love to know. Anyway, until the next time, guys, happy tanking.